seeing you, man. You good? Yeah. You too, and you too. Have a good weekend. See you at fight now, man. It's gonna be a good one. Let's do it.
What he did to Rob Whittaker with a face crank. How's the strength in your jaw and teeth?
If he grabs my jaw like that, he will break his forearm.
Should DDP be worried about his jaw and his teeth?
It's up to him. I don't know. We'll see.
You've been doing the exercises, been chewing on some gum?
No, I'm just built different.
You did say if you could take Rob down so easily, what do you think you're going to do to DDP?
Do you think, guys? Rob took him down, so very salam alaikum.
Very salam alaikum. What do you think he means by that?
I have no idea what that means, but he took me down, I got back up, so you are probably going to be able to take me down. I'm probably going to be able to take
The anticipation for UFC 319 is hitting new heights as Khamzat Chimaev and Dricus Du Plessis set their sights on proving dominance in the middleweight division. Ahead of their highly anticipated clash, the two were even spotted sharing a brief interaction. Speaking about the encounter, Du Plessis revealed that the exchange was respectful, with both men wishing each other well before fight night. He emphasized that there's no need for hostility outside the cage, but once the bell rings, his mindset will be singular and ruthless to finish Chimaev.
Moments ago, you and Khamzat Chimaev, you guys ran into each other. He came up to you. What'd you make of that? What'd you see when you looked in his eyes?
Yeah, I saw him. I mean, there was nothing but respect. I mean, he said to me that he's happy that I'm healthy and ready to go. And I said to him, right back at you. I mean, you know, it doesn't always have to be that hostile. But when the cage door closes, I'm in there to kill.
What do you think's more satisfying, being known as the greatest middleweight of all time or becoming the first man to have 3 belts in the UFC?
I think that's not even comparable. I think you focus on Saturday night before you think about any of that.
And that's where your mindset is, Saturday night. You want to build a legacy as being the greatest middleweight of all time.
Absolutely, 100%.
If Khamzat does take you down, why won't he be able to keep you down?
Because I'm better than him at every single aspect. I'm both different. I'm the champion for a reason.
On the other side, Khamzat Chimaev is brimming with confidence ahead of UFC 319, convinced he'll make quick work of Dricus Du Plessis. Hungry for his first UFC championship belt, Chimaev insists he'll stop at nothing to achieve his goal. When asked if he truly believed he could take Du Plessis down with ease, Chimaev didn't hesitate. Of course, I take down whoever I want to take down. That's it. Chimaev also dismissed the idea that Du Plessis' style was anything unusual, saying it's simply part of the sport. While he acknowledged the South African's effectiveness, he made it clear he believes his own skill set operates on an entirely different level.
What do you think about Dricus, right? Because sometimes you look at his fights and he fights in a very weird way, a strange style. When you look at him, do you think, man, this guy's very good, or this guy's just very strange?
Oh, everyone says it's weird style, weird. That's MMA style, you know? So I don't think it's some crazy weird, but he does his job, he does good, and he's a good fighter. I'm bad.
However, Dricus Du Plessis described his chances against Khamzat Chimaev as unpredictable, admitting even he wasn't sure exactly how the victory would come. With a grin, he playfully tossed out wild scenarios, anything from freak accidents in the cage to completely random twists, before clarifying that, regardless of how it happened, he fully expected to leave UFC 319 with his hand raised.
Just be honest with me. How do you beat Khamzat Chimaev?
Man, I've got plot armor.
You've got plot armor?
Bro, how do you prepare for me? I don't even know what I'm going to do.
You don't know what you're going to do in the octagon.
It could have been DDP by accident, DDP by falling piano. Maybe I draw a hole in the middle of the octagon, he falls through it.
A hole in the middle?
Absolutely. Maybe I blow up my thumb, hit him with it. I can win by a car crash. I'm a large hammer. That will be there. That would be in the corner. Another DDP might just come into the octagon.
Yeah, that could happen.
Everybody says on paper, Khamzat beats me. How do I know? I can't even read.
You can't read?
Nah. But at the end of the day, my friend, it's DDP by whatever works.
Khamzat Chimaev also cast out on Dricus Du Plessis' takedown defense, noting that fighters with far less wrestling pedigree had managed to put him on the mat. Confident in his own elite grappling, Chimaev suggested that bringing Du Plessis down would be even easier for someone with his level of wrestling expertise.
I give him credit. You don't want to think that, it's going to be easy, but when you really look at this guy, do you think he's going to be able to stop your takedown, or what do you think you're going to find out when you get in there with him immediately, from just based on what you've seen on film?
Like I told before, and the guys after my fight with Robert, and they said, like I said to the guys, watch guys, the other UFC fighters who usually strikes, they take him down. I'm a wrestler in MMA, like one of the best wrestlers in MMA. How it's not possible to take this guy down? If Robert took him down and Tyron Till scramble and take over, and he took him down as well. But the guys know which level I am. in wrestling and in MMA.
Meanwhile, Dricus Du Plessis acknowledged that Khamzat Chimaev would be his most dangerous challenge yet, but said he's no stranger to being doubted. He noted that every title defense carries high stakes, and this one is no different. Confident in the improvements he's made, Du Plessis vowed to prove exactly why the middleweight belt should remain around his waist.
Underdog heading into this fight, is this going to be the toughest fight for you yet?
Well, I mean, yet to lose means that I have to lose sometime, and I don't need that. I have 2 losses in my career. I know how it feels, and I'm completely fine if I never feel it again. But yeah, I'm the underdog. I've been the underdog most of my career, but yet I am the champion. So, you know, odds don't make fights. And for me, I 100% believe this is the best opponent that I've faced to date, but so was the previous one. You know, every time that you step in there, you're going to face the next most dangerous guy, especially as a champion. So for me, yes, this is the best fighter that the best opponent I've ever come up against, but once again, I will show my improvements and why I am the champion.
Dricus Du Plessis noted that his ground game often flies under the radar simply because he hasn't needed to rely on it frequently. He referenced his fight with Robert Whittaker, where, after being taken down, he quickly reversed the position and seized control, using a mix of strikes and submission setups to prove he can dominate in every facet of MMA.
Do you think people are underestimating your grappling?
Absolutely. I think I just don't think people have seen a lot of it, so it changes the game. I think if, you know, Khamzat mentioned it, he said, Robert Whittaker took me down. He did. He got a good time takedown. I got up very easily. You know, when Rob took me down, I got up with no problems, took him down, and I dominated him on the floor in a way where I was landing, I cut him, I was landing massive elbows. The threat of the choke was there the whole time, and the round ended, and I'm sure if that round didn't end at that stage, it would have been the end of the fight right there. But yeah, I mean, I guess people haven't seen too much of my grappling and wrestling that much, but at the end of the day, I'm a complete MMA fighter, and that's why I'm the best in the world.
On the other hand, Chael Sonnen suggested that if Dricus Du Plessis were to defeat Khamzat Chimaev in dominant fashion, it could propel him into the sport's elite pound-for-pound tier. In Sonnen's view, such a statement would place Du Plessis in the same conversation as Islam Makhachev and Ilia Topuria.
Dricus can go out and look good and get the win over Chimaev. I just think that ranking, he all of a sudden is going to be flirting with Islam's space and Ilya's space. He's going to be flirting with the top 3, and I think that's the only way that we know how to compliment him in our industry. We give him a belt, we give him a main event, and then we give him a little bit more, and that top 3 placing pound for pound is very within reach right now for Dricus.
Michael Bisping also weighed in on the matchup, praising Khamzat Chimaev's rare blend of speed and power in wrestling. He noted that Chimaev can shoot for takedowns from long range and still succeed, and once he closes the distance and makes contact, stopping him becomes an almost impossible task.
Chimaev is just ridiculous, right? The wrestling on this guy is phenomenal. The way that he shoots a double leg and closes and covers so much distance, it's wild. He shoots from so far out that it shouldn't work, but he's so explosive and so powerful, he makes it work. He closes the distance, and all he needs to do is get a hold of you. So I assume that Khamzat is also ridiculously strong as well, because he's fast, powerful, he's explosive, he's got good wrestling, and if he gets his hands on you, you're going down. Dricus is a big dude. He's not going to be easy to take down. Dricus is going to play him at his own game, and that's exactly what he's got to do. You can't run away from Khamzat Chimaev, okay? The man's going to get you. He's going to get a hold of you, and he's going to try and take you down, and he's probably going to be successful. So what do? Now what you're going to do is you're going to meet him head on. You're going to fight him at his own game, and that's exactly what Dricus Du Plessis said that he's going to do. He will get a hold of you, and he probably will take you down. So meet him head on. Make him work for it. The best form of defense is attack. Put Khamzat Chimaev on the back foot.